Hi, this is Kristi Schaefer, Counseling 534. This is a mock session using the Coun model. Okay, hi Oliver, thanks for coming in today.
Yep, thank you.
So, just like we talked about last week, we're using our feelings barometer. We're going to be going through our worksheet. So before we get started on much of anything, I want to do this and then we'll do some deep breathing. Okay?
Okay.
So looking at our feelings barometer, we have our different faces of Coun. You can use a highlighter and just circle or star or write whichever one you're feeling like right now.
Can I make one right here?
Sure. What would you like to make that one?
Well, I'm not really bothered, but I'm kind of nervous.
Kind of nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. So you're able to label that feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're starting off nervous. Okay. Thank you very much, Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take about a minute and we're going to do some deep breathing.
Okay.
Okay, so if you get comfortable, close your eyes, kind of relax. Remember, we breathe in through our nose. We'll hold it for 3 seconds and then breathe out through our mouth. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. 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 2 more times. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Alright. Nice work, Oliver. Good job. Okay. So remember we were talking about in our workbook about Coun
Mm-hmm.
and the stories. So we're going to start today with what am I thinking? Okay. So
Okay.
So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Coun says, in this session we're going to talk about kinds of thoughts and people have in different situations. For example,
I like the mouse there.
yeah, that's a cute mouse. If I won a catnip mouse at a raffle drawing, I would probably think, I'm so excited. I can't wait to play with it. These thoughts we call talking to myself. So sometimes I call them self-talk. Does that make sense, Oliver?
Yes, but I don't like catnip.
You don't like catnip? I don't like catnip either, but I think cats do like catnip.
Right.
So he's probably pretty excited, like he said. So now we're going to talk about thought bubbles. And I know you like comic books that you talked about last. So I think you know what a thought bubble is. Can you kind of describe what you feel a thought bubble is?
Yeah, I like kind of when they, like they're not talking out loud and they just show it in the comic book. They'll have like little ... and then the bubble up there and it'll just say like something they're thinking about.
Right, so something they're thinking about. Okay, so this is a cartoon drawing of the Lincoln Memorial, a statue to memorialize one of the great presidents of the United States. We call the balloon over his head a thought bubble. It's where the cartoon character's thoughts go. His thought bubble is empty. What might he be thinking? Let's take a minute to think about it, and then we'll turn the page to see what he was thinking. So looking at this, I'm thinking he might be saying, what are all these people staring at? So I might write that down. What do you think he might be thinking, Oliver?
I saw this on TV once.
And you wrote down, I'm so huge.
Yeah, because he's super, super big in that one.
Yeah, it is a big statue. It's not life-size. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Right. So you said you saw this on a TV?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on a show that you like?
I don't know what it was on. I was on something.
Something that you like to watch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, and Coping Cat says, I think Lincoln is stiff and cold from sitting on the hard seat.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. So let's see what President Lincoln was thinking. Can you read that to me, Oliver?
He's thinking of a recliner. He wants to relax.
Okay. So he didn't even have any words. He just had a picture in his thought bubble.
Okay.
So sometimes our thought bubbles don't have to have words. It could just be an image of something.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Do you ever have images in your head of things that you might
All
be
the
thinking
time.
about? Okay.
Yep.
What are some examples?
Like when something's really good, like I'll think of like my favorite superheroes
Okay.
will be there, or when I get really, really nervous, then it's really dark, like a storm.
Oh,
clouds.
okay. So maybe in you see like lightning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. All right. So now we're gonna do some more. So we're gonna go on to the same one. So let's look at this boy down here. And I'm thinking, I hope this hot dog gets done because my arm is getting tired. What do you think he's saying, Oliver, or thinking about? What did you put?
This hot dog will be so good because his tongue is sticking out.
Oh, okay. So you kind of looked at what was going on in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So he's thinking this hot dog is going to be good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now this one is just some pictures that I found before, and I wanted to kind of practice some more thought bubbles. So we have a dog, and it looks like it might be raining, and he's outside, and then someone walks by with an umbrella. Okay.
Okay.
So do you want to work with me on this, Oliver, on what you think
Yeah.
the story might be? Okay.
Yep.
Would you like to write, or do you want me to write?
All right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so that first picture, the dog is just sitting there. What do you
So
think?
there, he already looks sad.
Okay.
So he's thinking, I'm so alone.
I'm so alone. Okay.
Then it gets worse
What happens?
because it starts to rain,
Oh, okay.
and now it's dripping off of him. So he's like, now I'm alone and wet
Okay. Alone.
and cold.
And cold. Okay. So he's feeling lots of things and thinking lots of things in that thought bubble.
Yeah.
Okay. So now this next picture we have a person walking with an umbrella and the dog's still sitting there. So let's look at that person with the umbrella. Can I do his?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's thinking, that poor dog is getting wet. And then you can think of what the dog is thinking.
He's looking over at him. He's thinking, I wish I had an umbrella.
Okay.
And an owner, because he doesn't even have a collar on.
Oh, sure. Okay. So the dog is thinking, I wish I had an umbrella and an owner.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it looks like the person is putting the umbrella over the dog.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to write what the person is thinking. That dog is cute. And I want to help him. And then what do you think that dog is thinking now that the umbrella's over his head?
He's happy.
Okay.
So I'm happy. I hope he takes me home.
Okay. So if we go back and look at our stuff, the first one you said, I'm so alone, and we ended up all the way with I'm happy.
Yeah.
So he kind of went through some different emotions in our story, didn't he?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, so this next thought bubble, we're going to talk about how sometimes it's not easy to tell if someone would have what they would have thought in a certain situation. Okay? So, in many situations, different people might act different than other people. So, I might have come up with different things that dog was thinking about, and you might have come up with different things that the person was thinking about, right?
Right.
Okay. So, looking at this picture of the girl under the tent, and she's got her light out, and she's looking around, I think she's thinking, I hope no one sees me sneaking candy. Okay. What do you think she might be thinking in that picture?
Well, first I was thinking she was scared.
Okay.
But it'd be more fun. She's thinking, oh good, I finally found Bigfoot.
Oh, cool. So she was out looking for Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I was thinking about candy, and you were thinking about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Right? But you also said at first you thought she might be scared.
Yeah.
So if she was scared, what do you think, if you still stuck with scared, what do you think you would have wrote for that?
Then it would be, oh no, what's out there?
Oh,
like
okay.
she's looking out with the light because she heard something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Have you ever been camping, Oliver?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I like staying in the tent at night. It was fun during the day, but then at night I just wanted the things shut. Like I would not want to stay in a tent like that.
Oh, okay. You want something like with a door.
Yeah,
on
zipped up. Ours is zipped up.
Zipped up. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So moving on here, we have a teacher announced to the class that they would be going to the roller rink. Let's meet two of the students in this class.
Roller rink.
A roller rink is a place. Have you ever been ice skating?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a roller rink is kind of similar to that. It's an oval, but it's not ice. It's just hardwood.
Oh, like
and
on
you use
rollerblades?
Rollerblades. Yep.
Oh, okay.
They used to use roller skates too.
Oh, okay.
So, yep. So that's where they'd be going to rollerblade. Okay. So we're gonna meet two of the students in this class. So the first one is Chris. So this is Chris down here. Okay.
Okay.
Chris has taken rollerblading lessons for a year and hopes someday to compete in contests. Terry, this person right here, went rollerblading only once before, fell too many times to count, and went home with sore ankles.
I fell a lot when I went skating.
Did you?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay. How many times did you try skating?
Just twice.
Just twice? Okay. And it was difficult both times?
I got a little better the second
you?
time. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Good to hear. Okay. So Terry went home with some sore ankles. What do you think Chris and Terry would be thinking when they hear about the class trip? Do you think they would have similar thoughts or very different thoughts?
Different.
You think they're going to have different? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's look at Chris's thoughts. Remember, Chris is the one that's been taking lessons for a year and he
Okay.
wants to be in contests. So if you want to write down, or if you want me to, what do you think Chris's thoughts might be?
Yeah, can you write?
Sure.
He would be like, I'm gonna do so good.
Okay.
And like maybe he wasn't good at like football because everybody plays, but so like he'd be like, now I can show them how good I am.
Okay.
And on their class trip, is it just, do they win something when they go, or is it just,
I'm not sure. It
just
doesn't
getting-
say that. It just says that they're going to be going on a class trip.
and maybe just like, well, this will be fun.
Okay. Okay, those are some good ones. Now Terry, remember Terry's the one that went one time and he fell a lot and hurt some ankles. What do you
You
think?
might think like, oh no,
Oh no.
this is
Okay.
gonna be bad. People are gonna laugh at me.
Okay.
I don't wanna do this. And maybe like Joe, when we went on one of our field trips and it was with animals and he didn't like them,
Mhm.
then he like that day didn't come to school.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
So what do you
I'm
think
gonna-
Terry might be
Like
thinking?
I'll be like, I don't want to go. I want to stay home.
I want to stay home. Okay. So you're right. They did have very different thoughts.
Yeah.
Right. So Chris seems more excited,
Yep.
and Terry seems kind of discouraged or doesn't even want to come to school.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Now we're gonna look at this picture of the dog sleeping and 2 cats. Okay? So some types of your thoughts can help people relax in a situation, while other thoughts might make people feel more nervous or scared. So if we kind of think about that and we look back at Chris and Terry, which one do you think felt more relaxed?
Chris.
Chris, okay. And then which one do you think felt more anxious or nervous about
Terry
it?
would have.
Terry would have. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. So we're gonna look at this cartoon, and it says circle the cat that would be more frightened. So which one do you think is more frightened of that dog?
So this one you can tell because his face
Okay.
and
What's going on in that thought bubble?
it's like the look. He even put spikes on the dog.
Yeah,
You can't
the
see
collar's
this,
got
right?
spikes on it.
So he's thinking that dog's gonna wake up and eat him.
Oh, okay, okay. So you think that cat right there, the striped cat's more frightened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's going on in the other thought bubble for the furry cat?
Well, he's already smiley,
Okay.
and the dog's tongue is like hanging out, and he's got a heart around his collar instead of a spike collar. So he's like thinking the dog's gonna like him, and
Sure. Oliver, I like how you pay attention to all those little details
mm,
in the thought bubbles and on the characters. That's very neat. Okay. So you kind of answered it when you said, why do you think that cat would feel more scared? You talked about the spikes on the dog's collar. They've got some teeth showing. And you
Yeah.
said the cat had like kind of a, what kind of face did you call that?
he's like a scared.
Scared face?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Like maybe he's got bit before.
Oh, okay. So maybe a past experience made him
Yeah.
nervous about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that one has a nice dog at home, or
Sure, sure. So, Oliver, can you think to a past experience where you might have felt nervous about something?
yeah, like when we have our like at the end of the year and they have the tests. They have like the big tests that come up.
Okay.
Like I get nervous about those.
Okay.
Like how I'm gonna do and if
Okay.
I'm gonna get them right or get them all done in time.
Okay.
Or like when we have our math ones and you do like a whole bunch in one page. I get really
Oh, on the minute math
yeah
ones?
yeah
Okay.
because I don't think I'm gonna get them all done.
Okay. 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 And then can you think of a time maybe in those situations in school where you weren't as nervous?
When we do like more activities and things like that, like when we have our Christmas parties and stuff like that, we
Okay.
get to do crafts. Like I do good at those, so I look forward to those because
Right. Well, I know in the past you said you like to draw.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. We have one more cartoon here to look at.
Oh, she's gonna fall.
She thinks she's gonna fall. She's ice skating, isn't she?
Yeah,
Okay. Have you ever done ice skating, Oliver?
yeah, yeah. Remember at the
Oh, I thought that was rollerblading.
oh no, it was at ice.
Oh, it was ice skating you
Ice.
did. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Where you went twice and then you got
Yep.
better. Okay.
yep.
Great. Okay. So in this one, she has 2 thought bubbles.
Okay,
Okay. So what we're gonna do with this one is we're gonna each do a thought bubble and then we're gonna do an opposite thought. Okay.
oh,
So I'm gonna start by saying, I hope my skate doesn't come untied. My skate lace. Okay.
okay.
And why don't you think of one?
Do I do an opposite one?
Nope, you
Or
can go ahead
this
and do one of your own.
Um,
We'll each do one.
this one, she's going, whoa, I'm gonna fall. Like she thinks she's gonna fall.
Like she thinks she's gonna fall.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'm thinking for the opposite one of mine, I hope my skate doesn't come undone, or skate lace. I would kind of say, look how well I can skate on one foot.
Mm.
Because it looks like she's just on one foot there, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And why don't you think of an opposite one for yours? Because you'd said,
Oh, like So instead of her falling, like she just came this way. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend like she did over here. She did like a jump.
A jump.
And
Okay.
she's thinking like, oh, I nailed that so good.
Oh, she nailed her jump, her landing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Okay, so let's think about another time. And I'll think of a thought, and then you think of an opposite thought for me.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm thinking of a time when I was in the lunchroom, and I got up and I spilt my milk all over, and I thought, oh, I'm never going to get to have more milk now. What would be kind of an opposite thought of that?
I'm gonna say, because I don't like milk,
Okay.
I'm gonna say, oh good, now I don't have to drink the rest of it.
Okay. Okay. How about you try one, and I'll try to think of an opposite one.
Oh, like when we go out for recess.
Alexa, stop.